But something I want to talk to you all about today is a microwave minute. I love kind of wrapping things up into one phrase, one little snippet, and kind of giving you a little bit of an explanation of what I think that is. I'll start by using a classic medical school phrase. You should all be familiar with this. It should just be a review. Okay. But we're all familiar with the microwave, right? That magical machine where you put food into it, and then it explodes into other food. Right? Did we just stop with corn? Or did we try other foods? I don't know. But in all seriousness, this is my fourth meeting and my last meeting with all of you. And I've taken that time to reflect on what it's meant to me, and with boards coming up and with the craziness of second year, I just want to take a look at the roles and impacts that I've had in my 2 years. And it feels like yesterday that Krista and I had our first meeting with Natalie and Jamie, the previous chairs, and then actually Brian and Sam, and it's gone by so quickly. Being a part of COSGP is an incredible opportunity because we all get to leave and feel motivated and rejuvenated and just driven to go back to your comms and march down and destroy it and tackle everything. And it's a really cool opportunity. And then you wake up the next morning and you got to get on a flight to go to Chicago for House of Delegates. You're like, oh my gosh, did I even brush my teeth this past month? Oops. But fortunately or unfortunately, things don't happen overnight. It takes a minute to find your groove, find your rhythm, all that jazz. And the other great thing that you get to experience at COSGP is the connection you have with your counterpart, if they come with you from your school or with the rest of General Council. It's a unique connection, a partnership that has, trust, grace, forgiveness, vulnerability, and like the rest of it, it doesn't happen overnight. You'll hit highs, lows. Sometimes you'll have to try again. Sometimes you'll have to put it back in the microwave for a minute and 30 seconds, see if it works that time. But it's when those moments come and go, you need to be able to take a minute and say, okay, how did I do? How did things go? Was I successful? Did I build something sustainable? Did I cultivate success or instigate change or encourage happiness? What did I do? How did that look for me? And that's kind of where your microwave minute comes into play. A microwave minute is, you go to the microwave, stick your food in there for 45 seconds, and you're like, is it ready? I could just eat the microwave, oh my gosh. But it takes a minute. And like the professor said to us in the first month, the days are going to feel like years, and the years are going to go by like minutes. And it takes a minute to find your groove, and you can either treat it like that pot of water you're watching boil, or like a glass of wine that's in front of you after your longest final, and you're like, oh, it's gone. Okay, we're done. I'm ready. And so I want to challenge you to take a look at your own microwave minute. Take a look at what's taken a long time to develop, what's taken a while to find your groove or find a relationship, and be able to say, okay, what does success look like for me? Is that in relationships, partnerships, friendships, successes, failures, highs, lows, all of that, and look and say, how did it go? And then also to say, okay, maybe we need to pause the microwave. Maybe we need to open the door, take a little thermometer finger, stick it in there and say, okay, that's too cold. We're going back in. And maybe reassess. Say, how am I doing? How are things going? It's something that only you can do. And I've had to look at my microwave minute that I've had over the last 2 years of medical school, year and a half of medical school, and say, okay, things have been really hard. It's gotten really, really dark. And that's something they don't teach you in organic chemistry. That medical school is super emotional. And they don't prepare you for that. Like Tana said, it takes self-care. It takes something that you have to look at and introspectively think about. And so I want to challenge you to reflect on that and to give yourself grace, to have patience, to have courage. Have the courage to, lead. Give yourself grace, give other people grace, know when to stand up and speak or sit down and listen, but to have that courage to say, how am I doing? How are things going? What kind of relationships and impacts am I having? It may feel like the longest minute of your life, but you have to take time for yourself, and regardless of what fear may be waiting for you on the other side, give yourself grace, give yourself courage, because even though it may feel like at least 3 microwave minutes, there may be some great popcorn on the other side that'll have a few burnt pieces that maybe you'll eat around or even enjoy. But have grace.